Those you're about to see here are Morgellon strings. I've just collected them from the samples that I collected this morning from my hair falling off, all kinds of strings and so on. Today's date is still the 17th, 1st, 2020. It's now 8:47 p.m. And yeah, I've got again some checkup, if some eggs here and there, some micro eggs, and well, it keeps on producing. And I then contacted I'm constantly in contact with the professor who is examining those micro eggs. Yeah? They are being already examined, like it has been, started. So we'll have to wait when the results will occur. So because they have to do like incubation time is I don't know what. So whatever it'll take, I've waited so long already, over 6 years, to get this done, and I'm still going to wait because I've got this next bottle here waiting. And maybe I should put these Morgellons inside of a liquid as well. Yes, I will do that. I put it in the liquid instead of collecting them dry, so they may do something with it. But somehow, well, she's happy about it, but she said after I mailed her that information that I've already started this other bottle that you've seen in the last clip, before this one here. And she's excited about it, sure, but she said, well, we'll just wait for the results of the ones they just are about to examine, or are making, or they are incubating. You know what makes me sad? It makes me sad that this may be soon over, like eventually they're going to find the cause of it, and that's it with it, I wish we could stay friends in such a way that I keep on sending them this kind of stuff, just for maybe the general public or something like that, She's a something like a teacher, a very good teacher, and she's got some awards for that. So eventually she may teach on some other people about this disease, if this is some kind of important disease like Lyme disease. Okay, it's kind of important, I'd say. Morgellons, yes, because even I've seen some pictures looking for some bugs on YouTube, and they show these micro bugs, whatever they were, and there were actually Morgellon strings attached to them, but they didn't say anything to that, Either they know about it, what these strings are, when they took this picture, or they just see it as a like a garbage product, or who knows where this bug was inside of the body, So that may be the thinking of the person who took the picture of it. It's going to take like another 100 years until mankind realizes about Morgellons or something like that. Because man has been to so many things, still is blind, Scientists and politicians have eyes, but they don't use them. Okay, now I'm going to back this up. Yeah, well, there we go. And now I'm going to give him a hot air breath before I'm going to bottle them. There we go. It's already moving, right? Okay. Very nice. So what do you think about this? Morgellons. Now got some more light. So maybe too much, huh? One more time here. Did you see that one Morgellon on that bottle on the last clip? I've put in slow motion. Interesting, isn't it? They're everywhere. I just looked at the zoom here in front of the camera. or the large glasses from the other zoom lens, and there are two of them already also attached, you know. And since I figured out how to move the, well, what I want to do is plan to do is oops, not like that. Is to film, well, I've talked about this already, to film somehow Morgellons inside a wound, or maybe taking a crust off and then filming it's like, because you may take an hour to film that, like, is it called slow motion? No, it's not. It's the opposite of slow motion. It's like fast motion, you know, like this sunset thing. You want to film a sunset, takes about what, half an hour to for the sun to rise or to set, but you could watch it within 10-15 seconds and you see the whole thing. That's what I want to plan, or am planning to do with Morgellons inside a wound, you know, like with the wound crust. You know, just like you see this here right now. I want to position it like that and let the camera do its job, and eventually see maybe this Morgellon is going to crawl around like a snake or whatever, you know, because I haven't seen anything like it on YouTube yet. And then again, after I've figured that part out, like, I was also thinking about, I did that experiment already, but I couldn't show it to you guys. I have one of these bottles, long bottles, where I've put all those Morgellons inside, which is tap water, which is actually starting to rot right now. You know, it's you can see the strange cloud inside of it, and I'll show it to you in a moment. There it is. Oops. There's this strange cloud like this, because, you know, it's just stationary, nothing is moving, no fresh water, whatever. Those guys are still in there. I could take them out, but you wouldn't be seeing them unless drying off. Maybe I should try to do something like that. I know. Yes, I did an experiment like that. I had one of these in a glass, like I had a bottle like this one here. There it is. And it was standing up like the one on the left. No, the other way. Doing this with my right hand, although it's... And I was giving it Kundalini Reiki for about 3, 4, or 5 minutes long. So the camera was running constantly. The problem was this, if I would have uploaded it, you guys would have clicked onto dislike. I probably have so many dislikes, you know, like, wow. So might as well don't do it, don't upload it, do not upload it. The thing is this, well, I was using this this opposite of slow motion thing, you know. So I might as well do this one time with this Zeitraffer. It's called in German Zeitraffer. Ne? Zeit is time, and Raffer is motion. Time motion doesn't make much sense, does it? Meaning that, you know, you film something 5 minutes long and you can watch it then in 10 or 15 seconds, you know, how it flies by, something like that. So with this camera, it's capable of doing that. And then I would, which I did already do, like, let's say it was 5 minutes or longer, giving that Morgellon that was sitting in there, maybe it was this guy here, I don't know, 5 minutes long, say, Kundalini Reiki, you know. It was inside a bottle and I was standing here and I was radiating to it. I didn't see anything move, you know, like these things, I don't know, they move very slowly, you know. That's how they move, that's how it goes. But later on, when I watched it on my computer, and I slid the fast forward button, or the just forward button, or the play button, whatever you call that thing, going to the right quickly, very quickly, I saw that string Morgellon moving towards me, you know, and this bottle had a cork on top of it, so there was nothing, no air coming in, no turbulences or no planes flying by to cause it, you know. So it was actually moving, and also at the same time it was tilting towards me, like it was following that heat. Just like I did this experiment once in a zoo in front of a rattlesnake cage, but it was a glass cage, you know, terrarium it's called. So it was just wound up in the corner, that rattlesnake. It was nice and dark and cozy. So I stood there, so you know, not doing anything, just put my hands together, activating Kundalini Reiki, and within seconds it got very hot because I was thinking about the snake to give that snake heat, you know, because snakes like heat because they're cold-blooded. And suddenly, within less than a minute, it started to move itself. And slowly, you know, its tongue flickering. It was like about 3 feet away from me because I was on the other end. There were some other visitors there as well. And then it was slowly beginning to move towards me. You know, I was thinking probably like, what is this heat source up there, you know? So eventually I got a little bit bored of that situation and then I left again. But see what I mean? You know, they're moving towards heat. And same thing, Morgellians. They're like miniature snakes here. And they're doing exactly the same thing. You know, they're moving towards heat. So they perceive that somehow, you know. Just like snakes do. You know, they're just waiting for it. So here are those Morgellians that I've put in the water. It's still in there, so this water may be really filled with bacteria, rotting bacteria, you know, that may be another thing. Okay, now I'm going to show you that. So here are our friends again, and these ones I'm going to bottle it now. Okay.